Hey guys, uh, I guess I'm supposed to do a thingy with draw your life or draw something bajigger. So I'm Landon's best friend, and well, I guess I was born on February 30th, 1892, in this little shed full of cats and stuff, and it was kind of like this. It was like in an abandoned field of corn next to this weird farmhouse, and well, I was woken up by a kitty licking me awake, and I was a baby, and yeah, I was like the size of all the other kittens that lived there with me. So the shed was like the size of a closet, and it was really annoying, and there was just straw ground, and it was pretty uncomfortable, and it was all nasty and old and brown and flaky, and I kind of lived off of this little bowl that was always filled with tuna and milk, and it was kind of just full all day. I don't know how that happened. Must have been magic or something. But so um after a few days of doing that, I started to get bored in the closet, so the kittens started talking to me and teaching me all the stuff like math and science, and I after about 2 months of learning, I learned 9 languages. There was German, Italian, Meowish, which was the language that the kitty spoke. And then there was French, Old French, Super Old French, Ancient French, and Spanish. I think that's it. I don't know. And I could fluently speak any of those 9 languages backwards. So, yeah, I was kind of just, partying around, doing that sort of thing, when, well, you know how I said that it was next to a farmhouse and stuff, so, well, the farmer, I guess there was a farmer who lived there, and one day he came into the closet room thingy, and he was like, "Whoa, totes, LOL, a baby," and he raised me as his own. But then, one day I was playing out in the cornfield, and I guess the cornfield was kind of cursed or something, because, I mean, how else would those cats be able to talk to me, and etc., etc. So one day I was out in the cornfield when I fell through the earth, and then I found this little cavern where mole people lived, and they came and they sentenced me to death because people weren't supposed to find out about their cult underground. And I was like, "No, don't sentence me to death." But then they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna sentence you to death." And so I got tied to a stake underground, and they were getting the fire ready and everything, when suddenly the farmer fell through, and he got so mad that they were gonna sentence me to death that he became this giant hulking yellow monster, and he was screaming and eating the mole people like they were nachos or something. And then he tore off the rope, and he saved me. And then I was like, "Farmer Dad, how did you do that? You're like a yellow Incredible Hulk." And he was like, well, son, fake son, I'm a demon." And I was like, "Cool." So he took me to Hades, to the underworld, where he grew up as a kid, and he showed me all his childhood spots and memories and stuff. And then well, long story short, I made a deal with the devil while I was down there, and he agreed to take me a over 100 years into the future, and I accidentally got stuck there, so I never got to see my farmer dad again. But I ended up in like the year 2011, I think, or some stupid thing like that, and everything was all high technology and stupid crap like that. But I heard about this thing called the internet, and I looked on the internet, and like I had snuck into some kid's house, and I snuck into some kid's house who just happened to be like a few minutes away from where I had appeared in the year whenever I was transported forwards in time, and that kid turned out to be Landon. And I went to his computer, and there was like weird YouTube videos, and I was like, "What's YouTube? LOL." And I went on and I created an account right then and there, and that was October 2011, and since then I've learned to make videos, but it's still kind of tough because I'm just not used to that sort of thing. So if my videos are stupid, then that's my explanation. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much my life so far. Bye.